When developing samadhi, fix your attention on the breath and imagine that you're sitting absolutely alone with no other people and nothing else around to bother you. Develop this perception in the mind and sustain it until the mind completely lets go of the world outside. All that's left is simply the knowing of the breath, entering and leaving. The mind must set aside the external world. Don't allow yourself to start thinking about this person who's sitting over here, or that person sitting over there. Don't give space to any thoughts that will give rise to confusion or agitation in the mind. It's better to throw them out and be done with them. There is no one else here. You're sitting all alone. Develop this perception until all the other memories, perceptions and thoughts concerning other people and things subside. And you're no longer doubting or wondering about the other people or things around you. Then you can fix your attention solely on the in-breath and the out-breath. Breathe normally. Allow the in-breath and the out-breath to continue naturally, without forcing them to be longer or shorter, stronger or weaker than normal. Allow the breath to continue in a state of normality and balance, and then sit and observe it entering and leaving the body. Once the mind has let go of external mind objects, it means that you'll no longer feel disturbed by the sounds of traffic or other noises. You won't feel irritated with anything outside, whether it's forms, sounds, or whatever. They won't be a source of disturbance because the mind won't be paying attention to them. The mind will become centered upon the breath. If the mind is agitated by different things and you can't concentrate, try taking an extra deep breath until the lungs are completely full, and then release all the air until there's nothing left inside. Do this several times. Then re-establish awareness and continue to develop concentration. Having re-established mindfulness, it's normal that for a period the mind will be calm and then changes and becomes agitated again. When this happens, make the mind firm. Take another deep breath and then expel all the air from your lungs. Fill the lungs to capacity again for a moment and then re-establish mindfulness on the breathing. Fix mindfulness on the in-breath and the out-breath, and continue to maintain awareness in this way. The practice tends to be this way, vacillating. So we'll have to practice many sittings and apply right effort before you can become proficient. But once you are, the mind will let go of the external world and will remain undisturbed. Mind objects from the outside will be unable to penetrate inside and disturb the mind itself. Once they are unable to penetrate inside, you will see the mind. You will see the mind as one object of awareness, and the breath as another, and mind objects as another. They'll all be present within the field of awareness, centered at the tip of your nose. Once mindfulness is firmly established with the in-breath and the out-breath, you can continue to practice at ease. As the mind becomes calm, the breath, which originally was coarse, correspondingly becomes lighter and more refined. The body feels lighter, and the mind itself feels progressively lighter and unburdened. The mind lets go of external mind objects, and you continue to observe internally. From here onwards, your awareness will be turned away from the world outside and is directed inwards to focus on the mind. Once the mind has gathered together and becomes concentrated, maintain awareness of that point where the mind becomes focused. As you breathe, you will see the breath clearly as it enters and leaves. Mindfulness will be sharp, and awareness of mind objects and mental activities will be clearer. At that point, you will see the characteristics of morality, meditation, and wisdom, and the way in which they merge together. This is known as the unification of the factors of the path. Once this unification occurs, your mind will be free from all forms of agitation and confusion. It will become one-pointed. And this is what is known as samadhi. When you focus attention in just one place, in this case the breath, you gain a clarity and awareness because of the uninterrupted presence of mindfulness. As you continue to see the breath clearly, mindfulness will become stronger, and the mind will become more sensitive in many different ways. You'll see the mind in the center of that place, the breath, one pointed with awareness, focused inwards, rather than turning towards the world outside. The external world gradually disappears from your awareness, and the mind will no longer be going to perform any work on the outside. It's as if you come inside your house, where all your sense faculties have come together to form one compact unit. You're at your ease, and the mind is free from all external objects. Awareness remains with the breath, and over time it will penetrate deeper and deeper inside, becoming progressively more refined. Ultimately, awareness of the breath becomes so refined that the sensation of the breath seems to disappear. You could say either that awareness of the sensation of the breath has disappeared, or that the breath itself has disappeared. Then there arises a new kind of awareness, awareness that the breath has disappeared. In other words, awareness of the breath becomes so refined that it's difficult to define it.